Now I'm in Seljuk. It is raining, but it's not cold. It's warm already, even though it's only February. Here you can see the very nice sign, Selçuk. And Ephesus is an ancient city close by, Ephesos. I made a video earlier on this part on the city. This time this video is about Selcuk, the town nearby. And I'm here in a very nice park which is directly next to my hotel, here with this sign. And the park is called after a person, and I'm going to the bust. There's a bust of this person here. I'll show you. This is here. The person is called Ahmed Ferrali, and the park is called after him. And it's a nice park. There is also a copy of the Nike of Samosrake here in bronze, a bronze statue. The original Nike of Samosrake is in the Louvre in Paris. It's a marble statue placed on a ship front. It's the goddess of victory, Nike, in the Greek mythology. And the Nike of Samosrake in the Louvre is very important because it's one of the very few original Greek statues and not a Roman copy as many other statues. So here I am. This is the copy of the Nike of Samosrake. This is how she looks like. Hellenistic statue. So this is basically the center of Seljuk here. There behind me, these are the remnants of an aqueduct. It's continuing over there towards the train station. There's another part of this construction, and in my back up there, first settlements around 2000 BC started here by a Greek prince. A fortification up there on the hill. There are some remnants of a temple with columns. Let's have a look. Columns, Greek columns, Corinthians column heads here. This may have been a temple or something else. There is no sign exactly what it was. This video is anyway, it's about Selçuk. It's not about the ancient site. It's a very interesting place, I think. It's unlike other touristic places. It's unspoiled. The people are nice and friendly. I'm starting to climb this hill down there. It's very hazy at the moment. Here down, you see this is the town of Seljuk. Seen from here. Up there was a basilica, which is also not standing anymore. It's been destroyed and built over time. This is what you can see here. The information on the aqueduct. The aqueduct line running from the valley of Sirince in the north crosses the city center of Seljuk and empties to the east of the so-called Gate of Persecution at Seljuk into a large water basin. It was a Byzantine settlement that built this aqueduct. I'm at the major plaza of Selcuk. This is a statue of Artemis, a copy of the one found here, which is a Roman statue made around 200 after Christ AD, and which can be found in the museum, the original. And here, this is the copy. Artemis was the goddess of fertility of the Romans and Greek, and the temple of Artemis was close by. Another part of the aqueduct continued towards the station, train station in the background, and a mosque, another one here. And behind me is a building where a collective memory exhibition is inside, some insight into the history. The train station. I took the train last time to Denizli to get to Pamukkale from here. This time I will take the bus to Izmir. No train this time, even though there is a train to Izmir, but I have to get a bus from the bus station, so I don't want to travel in Izmir from the train to the bus station. This is a kind of a pedestrian area here, the central part of Seljuk. What makes it different is that you can see here people are living here. There are supermarkets, there are all sorts of shops for the locals, and unlike other places like Pamukkale, for example, there is no local living in Pamukkale. It's only for tourists, and there are no shops, no proper supermarkets or anything where a local would go to buy things. So it makes it, on the one side, it makes it very expensive, and also just not authentic. It's just to make money out of tourists and nothing else. While here, this is an authentic place where actual Turkish people live and buy their stuff in the supermarkets, or they sit in the restaurants and eat and drink tea. This is so much different. So I prefer these places. That's why I'm here, and not so much in the others. Kash was a kind of a borderline case. It's also basically touristic, but there's still locals living there. You could see it, and it was just a nice town. But Bodrum, for example, or Pamukkale, just only for tourism and only to make money, and not an authentic experience as a traveler to go there. But it's not what I do. I travel as an individual tourist or individual traveler, and I'm looking for places that are visited by the locals as well, and not just by tourists. Everywhere these orange trees, a lot of them, and they are full of oranges at the moment. On my left side is the bus station where all the buses leave from Selçuk. It's very conveniently placed in the middle of the town, and not somewhere outside like in other places, like in Bodrum, for example, 12 kilometers outside, or in Çanakkale, where you are left in the middle of nowhere basically, and sometimes you have to wait a long time for a transit bus to get you into the city. I will avoid it this time by taking a bus from Izmir, not from here. This is the bus station. These are really full of oranges. I wonder who is going to collect them, or if they just fall down at some point. So many. Here I'm back at the park. From here you can see the Artemis Temple, or what is left of it. Basically one column is standing, and the rest are just remnants lying around. The place is just over there, but to get there it's a bit complicated. You have to walk all the way around 500 meters from here to get to the entrance from the other side. So I will not do this today, because I have seen it already, and there is not much to see anyway, except this column. There are a lot of other things to see. Yeah, this seems to be another ruin of a Byzantine building, maybe a bath. There are a lot of stones, parts of former Greek buildings. They use these stones for the Christian period buildings after the Roman era. So this building is clearly from the Ottoman period. It's a mosque, and I assume they also use the stones from the Greek temples and other buildings, maybe even from the later Byzantine structures, because somewhere the stones must have gone from the basilica, I guess. This is the mosque. So basically there were three major periods: the early Greek period until maybe around 200, and then the Byzantine period went until 1000, 1200 maybe, and then from 1500 there were the Ottomans. I'm just standing underneath these ruins of the basilica, which can't be accessed from here. There's a gate, so I would have to go all the way around, but it's just right next to the mosque. So it's quite interesting how these three very different religions used this location for their major activities. Like it started with the Temple of Artemis, which is just a little further down. Then you have this basilica, which was later, from 200-300 AD, they started building these structures for the Christian area. And then you have the later mosques from the Ottoman era. After this is the paid museum area. I have already been there, so I refer to my other video called Ephesos from last year. You can find all footage about this area and this place in there, so I don't go here again. Filled with layer upon layer of culture and struggles and religions, different kinds, over the time, over 4,000 years, which is a long time. So I'm back here where I was earlier today at the aqueduct, and heading back to the center to have some food. Here I'm standing in front of a really nice old locomotive. It's raining again. I'm wrapping up this video about Selçuk. Tomorrow morning I will leave by bus to Çanakkale via Izmir. I thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content of this kind. Thank you very much. the Ephesos Museum. Here is a sarcophagus. Here's another one. See you in the next video. Greetings from Selçuk.